I'm on Google right now. I was about to put a movie on, but instead I clicked this because it's Veterans Day. So check this out.
On Veterans Day, we honor and celebrate those who have served our country in the U.S. military. From this group of brave individuals, we bring you 5 veterans' voices as they share real stories from their service. Keep in mind that these may contain emotional scenes.
Okay, so now I can choose out of these 5. So I am going to start with the Air Force.
I used to do Patriot details, which is when a soldier is killed in action, you line up in 2 columns up to the back of a C-130. You give them a final salute as they're loaded onto the plane. The first time I volunteered for one, I didn't really know what it was. I thought maybe it was just going to be 1 or 2 coffins, but they just kept coming, one after the other, and then another, and then another. I don't know how many I sent home, but someone had to do it. So I volunteered almost every time they needed people after that, even if I just come off of a 14-hour shift. But then we just move on to the next day. And it's just business as usual. Do you feel guilty about that? I guess somewhere deep down I do. Because I made it back.
I know. It's pretty sad. Pretty sad. Hang on, give me just a moment. There we go. Get my little girl situated. Just get her little bottle. Yeah, we were about to watch a movie, but I got kind of distracted because I saw this on Google, so I was curious. Now let's go to the Navy.
When I got out of high school, I told Mama I'm joining the Navy, and you have to sign the papers because I'm only 17. Finally convinced her, and I went aboard the battleship in August. We headed for Pearl Harbor. I'd never even heard of it. I didn't even know what it was. The day of the attacks, I was mess cooking. I'm cleaning up all the dishes. We hear this big blast. Instantaneously, another blast. When we come up our top side, I saw the first god-awful sight I witnessed that day. There's the Oklahoma, already on her side, capsized, men all over, in the water, and that's when the bomb come down that hit the Arizona. That ship come 12 to 15 foot in the air, broke in 2, and settled back down. There's absolutely no words on earth that can describe it. I still have the nightmares, never got over nightmares. And with God as my witness, I read my paper this morning, and right now, I can't tell you what I read. I can't remember. But what happened on that day is tattooed on your soul. There's no way I can forget that. I wish to God I could.
Wow. years old. I found that one. Whew. Okay, the Coast Guard is up next.
This is Olivia J. Hooker. I am now 103, and I was the first black woman entering the Coast Guard.
She sounds...
I wasn't telling my mother because
a little freaky.
I thought she'd fly off the handle. When the day came, I said, Mom, let's have a cup of tea. And then, to my amazement, she said, if I were a young lady, I would have been in long ago. I hadn't known anything about boats before, that first day I was assured that I would never do any job but scrub decks and wash big pots and pans. But by Jiminy, I've never washed a pot, never scrubbed the deck. There were girls from so many places. It was so interesting to hear them talk about how their parents reared them. Being in the military means a great deal to me because I truly think everyone should do what they can to sustain their country.
To sustain their country. Yeah. And next is the Marine Corps.
So what was life like after you came home?
I was pretty sure someone was going to kick down my door, and I was scared to go to sleep. It all just kind of fell apart. And then I was homeless.
There was a time period where I didn't know where you were.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember great relief that you decided to go into inpatient treatment. And I remember one night you getting out of the car to walk back into the treatment building. It was dark and your head was kind of down. And for a moment, I could feel the weight you were carrying. As I watched you walk into that building, I uttered these two words that I don't know if they were some kind of prayer or not, but they just came out, my son. And I was absolutely overcome with grief and love and the beginning of hope. What is life like for you now?
It's pretty cool.
You graduated undergrad.
Yes.
I heard summa cum laude. I'm just asking. That's what I heard.
Yeah.
I remember my dad saying this to me, and I feel it is so true between you and I. It is your life, so you have the last word. But then as your dad, that gives me the second to the last word. And the second to the last word is, I believe in you. And I'm on your side.
Now the Army.
I heard your voice, and, you know, voices stick with you.
He said, have you been to Kandahar? I said, yes. Did you get blown up in a Humvee? I said, yes, I did. And he said, I the one pulled you from that Humvee.
Yeah, it was November 25th, 2004.
We was out on a mission to defuse IEDs.
And I was in the Humvee behind you.
And the next thing I know, I seen a blue flash.
The vehicle itself was just pieces. I did not expect to find anyone alive. And I remember pulling you out and saying to you, I got you.
And that stuck in my ear for years. I got you, I got you. And now I'm sitting before the brother that saved my life. I started crying, tears of joy.
In my 28 years of the military and through 3 different combat zones, you're the first one that I've ever reunited with. Because we don't know if you live or die. To see you today is like watching the angel walk through the door.
I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. And I wish I could just take my heart out and show it to you that it is fluttering, but nothing but joy.
North Carolina and Kansas. I think out of all 5 of them, the one that was really, really, really sad is the Air Force. And as sad as I feel like, I mean, I know it, but I just met a young man, beautiful young man, and he's about to go into the Air Force. And I just hope that, I hope you guard your mind and your spirit, because it seems pretty intense, and I mean, you could be absolutely anything in the Air Force. So yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool. Yeah, my little girl. Why is Nathan snuggle?